Hi, my name is Barbara Hawkins Dixon,
And I am Darlene Mayman.
and we are the authors of Substance of Building a Healthy Relationship.
And our topic today is practice what you preach. We're so happy to be back on here today. We sorry that we haven't been on here for a while, but we've been having a lot of things going on, but we back on here today. But today we instead of going on in the morning, we decided to do it in the evening time. We figure everybody will be at home around this time, so we're gonna start the time. Barbara.
Yes, we had such a busy schedule today, so this is the time that was appropriate for both of us. So I hope it's not too late for you guys. And like Darlene said, the uh, title today is Practice What You Preach. Uh, we picked that topic because a lot of people want to tell you how to do things, but it's two different set of rules. If you're going to give someone advice, give them the kind of advice that you use as well. Don't just tell them to do something and then you do it completely different the other way. So if I tell some, I believe in practice what you preach. Because if I give you my advice, you better believe that's the advice that I took in for myself. You know, you can confuse people's with your way of thinking. Like, okay, you just told me, gave me this advice to do this, but then look at the direction that you're taking. So how could you take someone serious that is not practicing the same thing as far as practice what you preach, Darlene?
That is true. And I'm going to use myself as an example. When we wrote our book, Substance of Building a Healthy Relationship, I had to look at that book and realize that how can I sit and write these things in this book and I'm not practicing what I preach? So once I started reading my book again, I started realizing, well, I'm giving out advice for you not to this or not to do that, what is healthy, what is not healthy, and I'm not living what the book says. So I had to put that into perspective and follow what I preach. So that's why we're on the subject of practicing what you preach, because how can I give advice to someone of the do's and the don'ts in relationships and in a marriage and I'm not following those rules? So I had to apply that to myself, Barbara.
Yeah, that's so very true. I mean, we know perfection is not with any one of us, any human. But at the same time, it's real easy. Sometimes it's easy to give advice. You giving it, sometimes you giving it from your heart, but at the same time you like, okay, I'm giving this advice. uh that's why I say it could be confusing sometimes, because you have to into yourself and like, I gave this advice, and so I need to let this apply to my situation just as well. And so uh, it's just like, I guess you just you darling, you just take this. You take
Yeah, okay. What we
it.
trying to say? What we trying to say is that I can more speak on this than Barbara. I can more speak on this than Barbara because this topic is basically on our book. We wrote this book to tell people the do's and the don'ts of a relationship or a marriage and how things are toxic and what is healthy. And I had to put myself in that category because I wrote a lot of stuff in the book that was saying what you shouldn't do and what you should do. And I wasn't following those rules either. Sometimes we can write things and we trying to do the right things. And like Barbara said, we not perfect. But then as you look at it, you realize to yourself, as you read it again, as I read it again, well, how in the heck am I telling people to not do this and do that? I'm not even following what I'm putting in my book. So I had to put that in perspective, because I can't go and tell somebody that they shouldn't do this, or they shouldn't be in a relationship like this, or they shouldn't tolerate this or tolerate that. And I see myself not even being honest with myself, because everything that I was saying in the book, I wasn't following those rules. So it made me come to say, who am I to tell someone what to do when I need to first check myself? So now that I have now checked in myself, I understand the book now and where we was going with the book. So this is why this topic was so important, because I'm following what I put in that book as of today, Barbara.
Yes, and sometimes you like when writing the book. I think it was to the point where where we were speaking from our heart, speaking from different experiences that we have, and even though we wasn't following all the guidelines in the book, just living through some of the things that we did, we feel still help some peoples,
Mm-hmm.
because people's that's going through these changes and these relationships and knowing, trying to help them avoid being in toxic relationships. And
True.
so, right, so it's a message. I feel it's a message in everything. So
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to master everything that was written in the book,
Mm-hmm.
but our job was to help people identify what is toxic, whether
Mm-hmm.
you in a toxic relationship or I'm in a toxic relationship or whoever in a toxic relationship. Because like I spoke before, everyone there's no perfect relationship. It's a certain amount of toxicity in every relationship because two peoples are different human beings. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're not going to agree on everything. It's going to always be a conflict somewhere or there because we all have our own minds. And
Mm-hmm.
what I think is important, you might not think is important. And so it's about collaborating and learning how to uh, make it through with compromise.
Mm-hmm.
You have to compromise in order to be in a healthy relationship. It's not all my way, it's not all your way. And so the advice that we was given in there, like I say, that people could still learn from what we have written. And
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, we wrote the book and we know what's right in our mind and in our heart. And so it's different stages that you go through. You're not gonna, like I say, master everything overnight, but we still learning just as well. You
Yes,
know,
we are.
you're never too old to learn. So we
No, you're
still
not.
learning through all the experiences of life, the cards that we was dealt, then it's always room for improvement. And
Yes, it
so,
is.
yeah, so this is a stepping stone. And
Mm.
so this would help us to build on the second part to our book,
Yes. Yes.
which will be coming soon.
Yes, it will. And we're going to have a work study to go with it. It's going to be more so like a personal diary that goes with the book. So those things that you are feeling with each chapter that we put in there, you can write it down in your own words, and you'll follow the rules that you set in your book for yourself. So I think the book is very good. it helped us. It helped me. It definitely helped me because I had to sit back and read the book for myself. We wrote it and everything, but I finally just really got to sit and read the chapters that we had. And I was like, okay, I need to do this and I need to do that. And once you master those skills, you'll find yourself being a more better person within yourself, and you will learn what you can put up with and what you don't have to put up with. And that's what I have. We're not putting this book to make anyone feel bad. It's to help you to understand actually yourself and what you put in yourself through. And like I said, once you master it, you'll find yourself in a better spot, Barbara.
Yes, because once you realize what you're doing in your relationship, and once you find that peace within yourself, because it
That inner
always
peace.
starts with you.
Yes,
Your
it does.
peace, can't nobody give you peace. You have to
Mhm.
find that within yourself. And once you find that peace, you will find yourself looking at things in a different way. Things
Mhm.
that once upset you, you know, uh, don't upset you anymore,
Yes. Mhm.
because you dealing with it on a different level than just letting everything, make you want to just snap out. You be
Mhm.
like, okay, suck it in. It
Mhm.
is what it is, because now I found that inner peace within myself, and that
Mhm.
inner peace will give you strength to make the next move you need to make.
Mhm.
And so that is very important, because to love yourself, and when you love yourself, you move different.
Yes, you do.
You
When you
move
love
different. You
yourself,
feel different.
yes, you do. You shine different, you sparkle different, you have a whole different mindset because now you're at peace. And once you find that energy within yourself, it's easy for you to, if you stay in a relationship, you stay in it, but it also helps you to know if you're going to move on and come up out of the relationship. So this book is so very important. I am so glad that we wrote this book, and I'm so glad that this book
Yes.
helped me to look at myself, look at me, and see where I need to be. Because sometimes we just overlook things, to try to please people and try to stay in relationships and knowing that it's not right or you not feeling right about it, but we stick with it, but all along, we're not really helping ourselves because we actually need to be focusing on what it is that you need to do to make you feel better and for your inner self so that you not continue to go through these things. And that's what I had to learn. And it keep now it's a good thing to do. And I'm constantly reading my book every day because it keeps me in peace every day. It lets me realize the things that I tolerated, the things that I dealt with, and how I dealt with it. But now that I'm at peace now, it's a whole different world now for me, Barbara.
Right, because when you get to that point, it's like, okay, I'm finally here. And it's like you have a different purpose,
Yes.
because now you move from A, and you moving, trying to move to the next level.
Yes.
Whereas all the complications and different things that you once had to deal with, occur. I think writing our book, that was really a tremendous thing. Because, like you say, sometimes I read through the book
Mm-hmm.
again, and it's certain things in there like, wow, even
Mm-hmm.
though we wrote it and we know we did chapters and chapters, but sometimes once you uh, read it over again, you find yourself finding something that you missed before when you
Mm-hmm.
first read it. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's very inspiring, and it's an eye opener.
Yes,
It's
it
an
is.
eye opener for you to realize where you stand
Mm-hmm.
and what you need to change in your life.
Right.
You know, what could you do? Not what nobody else could do. What could
Mm-hmm.
you do to make your life better?
There you
What do
go.
you need to remove from your life? What do you need to add to your life? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it just opens so many doors. Whereas you be like, wow, I need to do this in order to get peace.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do this to remove drama.
Yes.
So it's a good book, and I'm glad we wrote it and enjoying it. And it makes you, when you look back at it, it makes you want to practice what you
What
preach.
you preach. Yes, yes. And I'm like I said, it's therapy for me. It's therapy for me because now that I'm at that point where I'm telling folks not to do, I'm telling it to myself too. And that helps me because I can't tell anyone something when I'm not doing what I'm telling them to do. So now, as I'm telling you, I'm actually telling myself too. So that's what we mean by practice what we preach. I know this is a short video because we got it started short, but we wanted to come on here because we want to prepare you guys for the next one with the work study book. It's going to be even better than this first one that we did because now you're going to be involved in it because you're going to be able to write your own personal feelings down in the study book, Barbara.
Yes, and we greatly looking forward to it. And as Darlene said, it's going to be even more interesting when you have your own personal diary and you realize the things that you're doing, some that you shouldn't be doing, and some things you need to do, in order to make yourself better and your relationship better.
Yes. So we're
Because
going
it
to
takes two to
show.
make a strong relationship.
Yes, it does. And so we're going to share this book with you again. I hope that you can see it. Substance of Building a Healthy Relationship. You guys go on and purchase our book and support us. You can get it from us personally. They are on Amazon, but we have our own page, which is uh, what's our book?
Friends and books,
Friends
friends
and
and
Books. Yet you can
books.com.
personally order it from us, or we can personally send it to you. But this is the book, and now we're going to put the work study book to it. And we hope you guys just continue to support us because this is going to help a lot of people. It helped me, and I wrote it. I had to preach it to myself, Barbara.
Yes, and so if you want our autographs, we suggest that you reach out to us personally so that we could mail you the book with our autograph. You
Yeah.
could also purchase from Amazon. Uh, and so uh, I'm still here in Chicago. Darlene is in Vegas. And so if it would be nice when we are in one place where both our autographs could be in the book, but for the meantime, uh, like I say, you could purchase from myself or purchase from Darlene, and you all will have at least one of our autographs.
Yes,
And
you will.
so, we thankful that you all joined us today, and we really working hard trying to make it more consistent than we
Yes.
have been because our schedules have been very hectic doing different things and things that we need to do. So, but we're going to go back to prioritizing, uh, this. And so this would be something that you look forward to seeing every week.
Yes. Yes. Our goal is to also, go into centers where we can talk to other people and women that have been through, domestic violence and who has been in abusive relationships where we can, talk to them and share our books with them. We have so much planned to do with this book, and we're going to keep and we asking that you guys encouraging us to keep writing and doing what we're doing, because this book is to help someone someone each and every day, because we don't know what people going through, and there's a lot going on today with these relationships and being in these abusive relationships. And you study seeing on the news women's getting killed, and it's just sad, because they're not getting away from those toxic relationships. So we just want you guys to encourage us and pray for us and support us as we continue to move this book forward and our study book. Barbara.
And peoples have been, organizations have been reaching out to us, wanting us to come and speak about our book. And so that would be that's something that we're looking forward to in the near future, where we both could be in the same place, you know, uh, to get the word out there and to share, our experience that we have went through.
Mm-hmm.
So like we say, it's not just physical abuse, it's mental abuse. Everybody experiences it different.
Mm-hmm.
Mental abuse, verbal abuse.
Yes,
I
yes,
mean, it's just different kinds of abuse. And so
yes,
we have to learn how to deal with it and not
yes,
let it deal with you. Because when you let it deal with you, it could take you into a dark place. So
yes, it
we
does.
have to learn how to deal with it, overcome it, and shake it off and make things better for yourself and move on.
Yes. And with that, you guys, we want to say have a great day. We glad to be back on here. Like Barbara said, we're gonna do better because we haven't been on here like we should every Sunday, but our schedules have been so busy, especially mine with me working. And Barbara know by the end of the day I'm tired and roll out and sleep all darn day. But just continue to encourage us, continue to keep praying for us, and we're going to continue to pray for you guys and everyone that's going through, with something in their relationship or in their marriage. Because our point of this is to have you in a healthy and loving relationship. That's what we want to see for everyone, and for everyone to have that. Not being in anything that's going to be toxic and stressing you out, and you about to pull your hair out. We don't want to see you doing that. So you guys just continue to keep praying for us, continue to keep supporting us, and we'll be back again hopefully next Sunday. We're not going to say because our schedule gets crazy, but we're going to do better with this because we know a lot. Cause a lot of people have been asking where have we been, because we don't know what people are going through, and it's nice to know that even if it's just one or two or three people that we helping, that's a blessing just to know that this book has helped someone. So you guys
Yes,
have a
and it have
blessed and wonderful,
uplifted
yes,
it have uplifted so many people's spirit, to
yes, yes,
realize that they not going through this alone. That
right,
so many other peoples are going through the same thing that they
yes.
are going through. And they
Yes,
found a way out, and that gives them the encouragement that they need to make their life better themselves.
yes. And we want you
Especially
guys
these
to,
young
I'm sorry,
ladies that's
Barbara.
coming, especially these young ladies that's coming up right now, and they think it's cute and everything for they boyfriends to be abusive to them. There's nothing cute about that. You
It's
just
not.
showing them how to treat you,
Mm-hmm.
because as we have learned through experience, is that someone could only treat you bad if you allow
If
it.
you let them, if you allow them,
If
that's so
you
true.
allow if
Yes.
you nip it in the bud from the beginning, it
Mm-hmm.
won't get out of control, because You seeing what they bringing to the table, you don't like it, move on.
Move
Don't
on.
get and stay in a toxic relationship.
Yes. Yes.
Well, with
And
that, we're going to end this topic tonight, and you all have a great night. And until next time,
yes.
take care.
Bye, you guys. See you next week. Okay.